member for Calgary Mountain View, followed by Edmonton Strathcona.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. For decades, this PC government has dodged and ignored the basic 19th century human right for paid farm workers to have a safe workplace, under the guise of, quotes, protecting the family farm, end quotes. Somehow Saskatchewan and BC have managed to do both. The Premier committed to closing loopholes that allow agriculture to exclude paid farm workers, including children, from occupational health and safety standards and workers' compensation. To the Minister of Jobs, Skills, Training and Labour, are you going to legislate for paid farm workers, the people that feed us?
Honourable Minister. I've recognized the Minister.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I hear the entire question, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is important what the member is saying. Those are the people who feed us. And because of the importance that they play in our society, and not only within Alberta, Canada, but actually Alberta is becoming the breadbasket of the world, we will make sure that we will work with that industry. And I have been meeting with stakeholders in the industry. They recognize the importance of keeping their workers and their families safe, just like the member and I do. They're Albertans. They share the values. And we will get to the point where we have to get to in due course.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. I will remember your first supplemental.
Well, it's about 60 years since we've been talking about this issue in this province. Why will you not at least order that farm worker deaths, the deaths of farm workers, be investigated? How are we to learn and prevent these in the future if we will not even investigate them?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I may appear mature beyond my age, but I have not been engaging in this discussion for 60 years. But I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, that I don't think it's a secret to anyone in this House in Alberta that I take occupational health and safety very seriously, not only because it is my responsibility in this ministry, but it is something that I have been engaged in my life prior to being elected. And I can assure this member that safety of farm workers and their families who may be engaged in farming is as important to me as it is to him. And I also assure him that the industry is taking this very seriously now.
Honourable Member, your final supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, let me ask you directly. Is it you or is it the Premier that's stalling on this legislation?
Honourable Minister. Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
I would like to weigh in on this because I don't want first of all, I'll say I appreciate the honourable member's question because it is a matter of great concern to us too. We're very interested in this issue, but I would not like him to leave the impression that nothing has been done. There has been a lot of activity, and I'm interested even in provinces that maybe have legislation. They seem to be focusing on the awareness, the education, and so on as what really makes the difference. Just reading recently in Western Producer that was seemed to be the theme. That's something that we're putting a lot of money into. We've got a number of different programs that I could mention.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.